What's up, y'all, man? We got another video. You know what I'm saying? This is a video I've been trying to watch for a little while now. We got NFL rule changes in 2026, bro. Let's see this.
From adding a field goal worth 4 points to a play being so controversial it got banned, there's a lot of rule changes
Mr.
coming to the
Beast.
NFL.
I
Dude,
officially
perfect.
own the NFL, and I think it's time for some change.
Wait, he actually does?
And
Wait, does he actually own the NFL?
I officially own the
Who owns the NFL? Joe Siri. Who owns the NFL? I ain't gonna lie. Get the fuck.
NFL, and I think it's time
Nick said it's not owned by a specific
for some
individual.
changes.
Wait, what did that say?
NFL.
I officially own the NFL, and I think it's time for some changes.
Nick said Mr. Beast Donaldson.
And first, there's a rule change that's about to make the NFL way more exciting to watch. Because even though nowadays it seems like almost every time a team goes for an onside kick, the kicking team recovers the ball only 8% of the time, which makes comebacks nearly impossible and leads to the end of some games being boring. So with the NFL finally realizing,
Or you could just, not be sorry. You won't have to worry about
they're introducing something to completely spice things up.
There will be talk about replacing the onside kick with a 4th and 13 play that the kickoff team would attempt to convert.
Hold on now, nigga. First of all, what do you mean 4th and 13? What does that even mean? So you mean to tell me you'll score? What do you mean 4th and 13? What does that mean? So you would get, nigga, huh?
Hell yeah. So not only would teams be able to run a normal play and potentially come back more often, seeing someone like my
Or you could just not be sorry. You won't have to worry about coming back.
daddy Lamar Jackson make a do-or-die play
Yeah,
like
get this
this
shit
is
out.
way more exciting than watching a corny little kicker. But the NFL might be forced to change a different rule after one of their biggest stars got punched.
Damn.
See, it was just like plenty of other moments in history where referees were staring directly at the play and still missed
Oh, you could really snap somebody's neck doing this.
clear penalty.
Y'all didn't know.
Since they aren't allowed to throw flags after replays reveal what really happened, the NFL's been
Makes
trying
for
to figure out
after
a rule
replays
change for years
really
now that
happen.
would allow refs to make calls more consistently. Especially after what happened in the most recent Super Bowl where Patriot star Stephon Diggs was shoved to the ground
Damn.
and punched in the face.
Damn. I don't even remember seeing
The
that.
refs. Nothing was called, even though replay showed
Joke,
that
dude?
multiple Seahawks players should have been flagged and ejected. So
Damn. Imagine if they actually would have got ejected. Yo, they look could have won.
fans
The
were
Patriots.
so pissed at
Damn.
the
You don't even know
NFL,
the rules?
the league
Yeah, why you
felt
talking
forced
out
to
like that?
introduce a rule change. It would now allow refs to make calls about penalties they missed after they
That's not fair though. I don't feel like that's fair because it's like if you make it after the play, that means it's like, nigga, the play already, a new play is already about to start. Like if it's after the play, I just don't understand the point of like, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like if it's after the play, that means that you'll watch the replay and they'll make a call after that.
saw all angles of the replay. Now, at first, a rule given some
Like, why do you need a replay if you're literally standing? This is literally a ref right here. What do you need a replay for? You're literally standing on the field, bro. What replay do you need?
already ridiculous zebras?
That's actually sad. I ain't gonna lie. You're literally standing on the field. There's literally a ref right here on the field right now. What do you need a replay?
And more power had me thinking.
No.
In all honesty, though, this rule change is already being talked about everywhere like it's in the works gonna happen, and I think refs being correct once or twice would actually be a good thing. But two other
Being
rules
correct?
gonna happen, and I think refs being correct once or twice would
What you mean
actually
being
be a
correct?
good thing. But two other rule
Baseball.
changes might only be coming to the NFL because of one of the craziest plays in history. Late in a crazy game when the Seahawks
That boy Jared.
Quick throw here and into a lot of traffic and incomplete.
Everyone,
Fumble
including
maybe?
me, saw that and
Or something?
thought it was an incomplete pass. Until a few minutes later, when the team started lining up for the kickoff, the refs randomly decided to review it. I was so confused.
But isn't that like the same thing as them like calling it after?
Especially when they came back to reveal
The
that
play already
since
happened?
the pass was thrown backwards, which technically meant it was
There's a
live
fumble.
ball, the player
Yeah.
randomly picking it up in the
So he
end
scored a
zone made the
touchdown.
two-point conversion actually count. I
Damn.
remember everyone hearing that was like, because that not only gave the Seahawks points nobody expected, that led to the
I remember
Seahawks
seeing
making a
this.
comeback to win, and even changed the playoff seeding, which didn't just have their opponent's coach pissed.
I've never quite seen anything like what happened on the 2-point
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
conversion.
That's why I said it's not fair. Like you shouldn't be able to just oh yeah, we already in a whole new play, but we just gonna go replay a thing that happened 10 plays ago, and then we'll give them points for that. I just feel like that's not fair, bro. Y'all are literally standing on the field. You're paid to literally rep the game. You're standing on the field, literally watching the players in live view, bro. Out of everybody in the stadium, you should literally be the one person that could tell everything that happens on the field. I mean, the coaches too, but I mean the fans. But nigga, y'all need to just pay more attention then, because there's no reason you're a referee and the fans could see better than you. You feel me?
Lined up to kick off. Then they say it's
You're literally no more than like 10 feet away from these players every play.
a fumble because they had the clear and obvious recovery. Now you tack it on, you make it a 30-30 game.
Yeah, I don't feel like that's fair. I ain't like, I gotta give him credit for that. I don't feel like that's fair, bro. You can't just wait until the whole play's over and y'all about to start a new play and the whole new possession of who has the ball and then just give them points after that. Now that's not fair. I don't fuck with that. I mean, if they were gonna lose, they're gonna lose anyway. And the same thing with the comeback shit. Like, if you let niggas come back, you just ask. But nah, bro, I don't feel like that's fair.
Everything that went on,
especially if that could have like determined if they won to the championship. Or you said it reversed like
reshape the trajectory of the
yeah, like
of the season.
reshaped it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The Rams ended up proposing 2 new rule changes to the NFL.
I don't think the Eagles really been like doing that though. Like,
although it stops something ridiculous from happening ever again. The first rule change. They want backwards passes, judged just like normal fumbles are on conversion attempts, where only the player who lost possession, aka the quarterback, can recover the ball and keep going instead of anyone on the field.
Damn.
And the second rule change would be, since refs decided
to
play and change the call multiple minutes later, the Rams also proposed a new rule where reviews can only be initiated at max 1 minute after a play is
I feel that's fair.
over.
Because I was like I said earlier, it's not fair to just call a damn time or not a timeout, but just call a review mid play, 10 plays later, and you're like, oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he did score. I'm just giving him his points back. And I don't feel like that's fair.
Now, after seeing and hearing everything,
that's not
realistic.
Me
who feels like the NFL might change those rules to hold refs more accountable. Sports analysts agreed since they also saw refs ruin other games the exact same way before.
You know, the Rams are still upset.
29 to 24
because that was the moment that ultimately altered the course of the season.
But all right, what if I told you an NFL wants to create a different rule change that would force players to pay thousands of dollars on live TV? See, all right.
What the fuck?
Manny was talking about rule changes that he definitely wanted to see in the NFL.
Niggas just you know it's crazy that they never did that back in his days, bro. Now it's a new generation. Now niggas is rich and shit, getting millions of dollars more and shit. Now niggas want to start adding rules and $1,000 and shit. You know what I mean?
About the rule that the NFL already has, where if any player gets flagged for a late hit on a quarterback, the NFL has the ability to review the play after the game and fine players for unnecessary
damn, after the game?
roughness to try stopping them from doing it in the future. But with Peyton thinking that rule was lame, he
fuck. Intercepted Hail Mary pass should count. Shouldn't count. I mean, nigga, what? I ain't lying. Payman, come on. You're just saying anything. What do you mean it shouldn't count? Nigga, if you allowed your team to be sorry enough to have to throw a Hail Mary pass, then that's on you. Like, you can't just, bro, that's not how that works. You can't just throw an interception and be like, oh, nah, it's a Hail Mary, it doesn't count. That's like saying, oh, yeah, we're going to do a kick return, but if I fumble the ball, it shouldn't count as a fumble because I just so happened to slip. You know what I'm saying? I just slipped on a damn banana peel, so it doesn't count. I'm like, come on, bro.
the rule should be changed to
or since it's snowing, if I fumble the ball, it doesn't count because it's snowing. I'm like, come on, bro.
Last one, number 5. Cash payments on the field.
False start offsides. I don't know what that means. Oh, it doesn't count? I don't know what that means. Like, target should not be an official statistic. Bro, I ain't. Yo. Batted ball. Yeah, this nigga's just saying shit. I like he's lucky to
hit on the quarterback is going to result in a fine for the defensive player. There should be
wait, he stood up. Wait, hold on.
Last one, number 5. Cash payments on the field for
on the
hits.
field.
When a hit on the quarterback is going to result in a fine for the defensive player, there should be a cash payment on the field. The defensive player has to go get the actual cash from the side.
Get this nigga out of here, bro. Get this nigga out.
And physically hand it to the quarterback.
Niggas just going for clips.
It would eliminate those type of plays because of the public embarrassment by the
Get this nigga out of here. Nigga, if they get fined and they continue to do it, it has nothing to do with no embarrassment, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. If someone roughs the quarterback and gets fined for it and then does it again another game, they clearly don't care. You feel me? Nobody's finna do this, bro. Let's be real.
Alright, yeah, just look at his brother's face, man.
Yeah, he just thank you. Like this dude's just talking
He's
some
never thought
some
of something
nonsense.
that crazy. But
Bro,
just
just making up.
imagining players paying their opponents in cash
Where you get
on
that
the
money
field
from?
sounds pretty geek to me, so that rule change definitely gets my vote.
Bro, no,
Tell you
bro.
with a rule
Get
change
the
I
fuck out.
wanted even more.
Get out of here, dude.
Just got a controversial type of play banned.
For my team?
And thank God, I was tired of seeing men touching other men's asses. The Eagles abused this overpowered formation anytime they could with a play called the
Bro, nigga. Bro, I don't understand. Like, y'all niggas be just hating. Like, bro, just because y'all can't do something doesn't mean it has to get banned. You feel me? Nobody says nothing when y'all have tight ends and it. Nigga, quarterback sneak is in the game. First of all, if you do a quarterback sneak, nigga, there's literally people that push the quarterback, bro. And even if they don't, you can't even stop a quarterback sneak. At least a touch push you can somewhat stop. You feel me? But a quarterback sneak, nigga, they literally hike the ball and just dive forward. How you gonna stop that? It's literally a guaranteed yard every time. Because there's no way you could get low enough to stop them before they go forward. All they're doing is literally hiking the ball and laying down. How you gonna tackle that? You feel me? At least the tush push, nigga,
asses.
bro. The tush push is literally just a regular quarterback sneak, and they just push him, literally.
Abuse this over.
And then some people push him the other way. And you can't say this is weird because I literally seen a player literally carry his whole teammate to the end zone. So we're not gonna just
Overpowered
speed
formation
past that.
anytime they could with a play called the tush.
And this was years
Help
ago.
them get endless first downs. Help them get almost every touchdown.
Like, nigga, if y'all wouldn't allow us to get to the 1 yard, you have to realize, bro, we only do this at the 1 yard line or on anything less than like either 31 or less than that. Like, you feel me? So it's like, bro, if you allow us to get that close, nigga, we're gonna get a first down. Even if we choose a different play, we're gonna get a first down, bro. You feel me?
It's a
Nowadays,
plus
just making
one games,
excuses.
and they even ran it so many
Niggas said they
times
won
against
this
the
game.
Commanders that their opponents felt they had to illegally
But the Commanders are, bro, come on, bro. Let's not talk about the Commanders.
dolphin
Let's just be
dive over
real.
the line
The Commanders weren't doing anything.
just to try stop it.
Washington has been advised that at some point the referee can award a score if this type of behavior happens.
But I actually remember saying this game too.
People saw that and realized, all right,
And I never
Eagles
knew
touching each
about
other's
that.
buns was a play not even the refs
Bro, nigga,
could stop.
y'all do that
Especially
too.
when everyone pointed out how refs never
Another miss. Bro, do not say this is false start. Bro, niggas do this every play, bro. You can literally go watch film on teams that do false starts and don't get counted.
throw flags when the team false starts or lines up ahead of them.
Niggas
for
be
literally
doing false
cheating.
starts too.
That's why when some other teams started trying to
That's what I'm
whip it
saying.
out,
Niggas doing the
oh,
same shit. Yeah, I ain't like, what you mean whip it out?
Packers got
Yeah,
extremely
get this.
vocal about it being banned. Like when Micah Parsons said, "This is not football."
But I do remember
Emoji
saying
of
that.
someone throwing something in the trash. And with plenty of sports
Niggas
shows
can't
also
stop
talking about
that
how the
shit.
controversial play should be removed. All that combined with fans saying it's the most boring NFL play they've ever controversial play should be removed.
Niggas say it's a boring play. So doing a regular run play is not boring? Like, niggas just be saying shit. I ain't gonna. So boring and
Fans
impossible to
saying it's
stop.
the most boring NFL play they've ever watched. The UFL just banning it. Now it feels like the league is
Nobody
finally
worry
starting
about
to feel
that.
enough pressure to start next season with it banned. But alright. Enough about ass. Because one of the craziest changes coming to the NFL doesn't only involve the rules. It involves some secret technology that teams will be forced to use that'll prevent players from suffering devastating injuries. For years,
Okay, I like this.
NFL players wanted this because they've been complaining about the fields being so inconsistent that they'd slip, cause them terrible injuries, and one recent play changed the course of the NFL
For a
forever.
league.
Penalty flag against the Chargers, but more importantly,
Damn.
Right when NFL star Malik Neighbors went down with a non-contact knee injury after just jumping off the turf and was unfortunately diagnosed with a torn ACL, this sparked fans and
It's a
players to
diagnosis.
also point out how MetLife
Wait, what did I say?
unfortunately diagnosed with a torn ACL. This sparked
I mean, dear NFL, this is OBJ. I mean, this is with the most of respect with the NFL. The precaution all over the world. Everything else comes to players' health and safety. We're the turf.
fans and players to also point out how MetLife Stadium's field in New Jersey was also cursed and has injured 7 NFL
Jersey?
stars in only a couple of years.
OBJ.
Where does that rank on your favorite stadiums?
Oh, that's probably why he
It's
said
injured
that. OBJ, Sean Shepard, Wandale, Jabril. What happened to Jabril Peppers? Aaron Rodgers? And they're all like leg injuries.
7 and
Dang, it's almost every ACL here.
NFL stars in only a couple of years.
Only 2 niggas can
Where
get
does
an
that
ACL.
rank on your favorite stadium surfaces?
Definitely the worst. It's always been the worst.
Now, the NFL
Damn.
felt pressure, and they realized that stars always getting injured
Man,
from
my
the
boy
fields
took a
was
crowd.
ruining the game, so they finally made a rule change. Now by 2028, every team will
Nigga.
be forced to have their field up to a new standard after being tested by 2 crazy-looking machines. The first is called Strut,
What the fuck
which is
is
a
that?
device that's used to test how players' cleats penetrate the surface in order to make sure each field is consistent. Then the
Oh, that
second is
shit sounds
called
nerdy, bro.
Beast, and does what?
Ultimately, it provides us information on traction and stability. The goal being getting all those fields to
This
play
is not what I
and
want to
feel
hear,
as
bro.
similar
This
as
too
possible for
educational, my
athletes.
nigga.
Now, I definitely never thought I'd see futuristic machines making changes to NFL
The
fields
fuck
and
is that?
rules, but the league already introduced robot fans,
What the
robot
fuck?
security, and a bunch of fields and rules, but the league
Bro, what do you need a robot fan for, bro? They
already
just be
introduced
just
robot
making
fans,
anything up,
robot
nigga.
security, and a bunch of other
Robot,
random
what the
technology
fuck
being
is a robot security gonna do?
used, so it's safe to say that
I ain't
NFL's
gonna
about
lie.
to change forever. But hold
Get
on,
the
an
fuck
even crazier rule change that many NFL stars have been
Is it gonna be
begging for
cleats
and hasn't
or
just costing
gloves?
people millions of dollars. It involves speed. But hold on. Before we get to that,
Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
the home the same price.
Bro, you're
making
rich,
it
bro.
like
Stop playing around.
channel per really
You're rich, bro. Just
way
chill.
better and bigger than
You get money every day. You're
looking at
chill.
players' cleats during games. Not many have much swag because they're all forced to wear either white, black, or
Oh, we
their
can wear
team's
custom?
colors only. And knowing anyone who went against the NFL's strict
He
rules
got,
to wear
like,
colorful or
mad
crazy
brief.
cleats were fined
OBJ
thousands
and
upon
Kamara has the
thousands
best
of dollars.
fit game.
Players are now over it and pressuring the NFL to make a rule change. They don't want to only be allowed to wear
What
cleats
the
with hair,
fuck is
cleats
that
got
shit?
turned into cars, or other versions of the craziest
What they
cleats I've ever
wanna
seen
wear?
dollars. Players are now over it and pressuring the NFL to make a rule
I was like,
change.
what's wrong with them wearing cleats that, like, especially like memorial cleats, like if their mom passed away and they rate their mom one year or grandma or something, you know?
They don't want
Or, you know,
only be
kid.
allowed to wear cleats with hair, cleats that got turned into cars, or other versions of the
Niggas
craziest
is
cleats
not
I've ever
wearing cleats
seen
with cars,
during
bro.
warm-ups, or for my cleat, my cause weeks. Nah, players want
As long as
to
they're actually cleats.
whatever,
Cause I ain't
whenever.
gonna lie, those cleats are, these aren't real cleats. These little car shits. Nigga, y'all seen it, bro.
I definitely
Is
agree.
that Drake,
Like,
man?
just imagine Justin Jefferson going crazy in these gold Louis Vuitton cleats, or a player wearing subscribe to
Get the
Flick's
fuck outta
cleats,
here.
because, you know, if a player wore those, we'd definitely hit 1 million
That
subs
shit would be
next
kinda
season,
hard, though. I
and
give him
we
that.
could help by subscribing too. But
That would be
kinda
kinda hard.
on some custom cleats, didn't just have AJ Brown come out and say, the rule sucks. I think all players should wear what they want to wear. They're not going to be able to find everybody in the
I would
league.
just say-
I think we should start that movement as players.
Yeah, I don't
It
know
also
about
had
that.
Max Crosby pissed about the rule
Oh,
he
that's
wore
a Jordan
kid cleats to
11s?
honor his daughter and was
That's what I'm
forced to
saying, bro. I say at least if it's family cleats, like you could give him a pass on that, bro. Like if you don't want the one SpongeBob and Bob the Builder and cars and shit, at least like the family, at least.
change into
Like
something
even if it's just their name on it or like you know face to them or something.
lame or he'd be kicked out the game.
As you guys can see, I'm making a stand. I'm wearing the pink because
He got a Richard on his shit. Okay,
NFL
Crosby.
was
That boy Crosby got some
forced
drip.
me to take my shoes off. The pink Richard,
He should
the
have
pink
fine.
fit.
Nah, I
pink
see that
everything.
Richard, man. I
I'm gonna
see
talk
that.
to my guy Roger after the season. Once I see him, I'm gonna make sure it's known. You should be able to rock whatever cleats you want.
Yeah, I mess with that though.
As much as
But
that's
no, I don't know about
unfortunate,
those.
NFL
Yeah. See, yeah, I don't know about
players
that.
and I definitely want to have.
They don't even look like
the league is
cleats,
being
bro.
pressured into switching a different rule.
But they would be hard if you could
changed
wear those.
by Donald Trump. They're
Alright,
ruining
well,
the
get-
game. See, the Orange
the
Man
fuck
wasn't
out.
happy with the NFL's new rule during kickoffs, where both teams are forced to just stand there. Like
Yeah, I don't gonna lie. That is kind of
It
realistic.
was called the dynamic kickoff.
But I ain't gonna lie, if Donald Trump is telling you to change the rules and that nigga's the damn president, bro, you need to do something.
Kicking
I look at it like that.
40-yard line, where the receiving team sets up between their 30 and 35-yard lines, and kicking team players couldn't move until the ball hit the ground or a player in the landing zone.
And I just feel like it's harder to like pursue a lane to run down if you're on defense, and it's hard to block.
Even
'cause
though
you
the
don't-
NFL claimed it was for players'
mean,
safety,
know where they're
and that
going.
it would eventually lead to more exciting
Makes
kickoff
a player
return
safety.
touchdowns.
So that was a fucking lie.
It actually led to players making
It was like
mistakes
less.
that cost their team the game.
He may have touched that ball. That would be a line.
Oh, that's his
And
fault.
even less return
You know, that's his
touchdowns,
fault.
which had
But yeah.
the NFL took away one.
I would say it definitely would be less, bro. Especially because, like, I know, like, if they kick it back at end zone, you get to, like, the 35-yard line now. So I was like, yeah, it's just wasted.
Most exciting plays, but it wasn't just me or other NFL fans who missed when there were crazy return touchdowns like
Yeah,
this
that's
damn near
pretty hard.
every single
My boy, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot his name.
weekend.
But yeah, he used to go crazy. Devin Hester, my boy DeAndre, Sean Jackson.
It had Trump going off on them to switch back to the old kickoff rules when he said, NFL has to get rid of that ridiculous looking new kickoff rule, man. It's at least as dangerous as the normal kickoff and looks like hell. Sissy football is bad for America and bad for the NFL. Who
Makes
comes
sense,
up with
sissy
these
football.
ridiculous ideas? Knowing him, you
What
might
he
just
said?
the NFL.
It's like wanting to roll back the golf ball so it doesn't go nearly as far. College football means the same
Who
forever.
comes up with these ridiculous ideas?
That's what I'm saying. Even college
Knowing
football doesn't
him,
do that
he might
shit.
just bomb the NFL headquarters
Yeah,
and make
I
a
don't
law
know
to
about all
change the rule
that.
back himself.
Yeah, nah, I don't know about all that. You gonna do what?
Speaking of
Oh,
kicking,
yeah, get
what
him.
if I told you about a new rule change that would make special field goals worth more points than ever? Yeah, kickers are about to become more valuable than pretty much any player in history.
I feel like kickers should be more involved, in my opinion. Especially because I used to like those like trick plays with the kicker and shit. Like I want them to be more involved, bro. For me, them niggas going to practice and kicking field goals, like that's boring, bro. You know what I mean? That shit's boring as shit.
This season, we really just saw a kicker score the most points in a season in NFL history before this rule change. And if kickers also breaking records by constantly hitting field goals from further away each season wasn't crazy enough too,
I mean, I would say
created to help them score even more points. It's
Oh.
all because the UFL, aka the NFL's son, is a different
They said
football league
NFL
that's
son.
tested many different rule changes that have come to the NFL in the past, and just introduced
Dang,
something
y'all
brand
niggas
new.
face testers.
A field goal isn't always worth 3. You got the leg to hit from 60 plus. Forget about 3 points. That's for chip shots. You get 4 points.
Yeah.
Man, that's not that big of a difference, bro.
And that means NFL kickers like Brandon Aubrey.
Honestly, but that's also kind of not fair though for certain teams. I feel like, in my opinion, because it's like, think about it. Say the Cowboys play the Eagles, right? Or like just a regular player that can't kick as far. You know what I'm saying? Aubrey is a 4-point. Like say the game is like 21-17. Yeah, 21-17, right? Nigga kicks a field goal. Boom, it's tied up. You know, then it's like they get the ball back in overtime. We like basically just they win the game off of a far field goal, and then we get the ball back, and we don't score a field goal that far because we don't have as better as a kicker to do that.
Harrison Butker.
And that nigga walked off. I ain't gonna lie, that's a horror.
Kickers like
I
Brandon
ain't
Aubrey, Harrison
gonna lie. He walked away before he even went in.
Sam Little and others who are always scoring from
And let's say we
60
already
yards
knowing
away,
it's going in.
but now get awarded extra points each time. Kicking from far away would change the game
Oh, no.
entirely because teams would score
feel
more
that.
than ever, and that would lead to the contracts of kickers instantly skyrocketing to some of the highest paid players in the league. No, scratch that. Some of the highest
Yeah, I don't know
paid
about all
players
that.
in NFL
Don't push that. I don't know about 48 million for kicker.
history. So
he's-
once that happens, the league's about to go to a
Yeah, no, he's. I don't know where you got that from. But hey, shout out my boy Phil Flicks. Let's go pray. Lord, just hope the NFL be able to make new changes and just make it more entertaining. So us be able to all stay safe. Everybody's injured, be able to come back from injury. So us be able to chase our dreams. From here's YouTube or whoever's watching this, hope we chase their dreams. And overall, just hope it's a great rest of our day. Stay safe, make good decisions. Show us how good life can get in such an amount of time. And so us be able to trust in you and leave everything. We love you, nothing without you. So many we love you. We want to give you all the glory. So many. Well, yeah, man, just so y'all, I'm over yesterday.